All right. There's really no action, but I would like to add to what Ms. Vadney said. I sit on that group, I'm on that board, and it has been an education for me. Those guys, it's a humbling experience. I know these guys really know their stuff, and I've learned, it's been quite an education for me. I've learned a lot about buildings and all these different aspects of things that go into it, so you really got to.
It was a lot of work, and I thank you for.
You really got to come to one of the meetings. It's a very impressive group of men.
I agree. You did a great job.
All right, we already handled B. Moving on to C, old business. Discussion by council vote of other action on Amaral Community Block Grant Forgivable Loan, Mr. Kravitz.
Yes, I gave you a memo on this.
Really the key to the thing, the reason there were three numbers is because at your last meeting, you had articulated that into what month the funds are distributed in the actual closing. But if you look at it again and look at the agreement on page 3, subsection 1B, it states here that the recipient agrees that if the subject property located at the address is sold or title transferred within 5 years from the date of this agreement, then it amounts prorated. So the date of the agreement is the 22nd of December. So I'm inclined to think that the rebate should be the second number, the 1632.37.
So I had start that second.
And if you agree, you would authorize Gary to cut a check for that amount. First contacted me, I think, in March of 18.
And the difference is less than $20.
But
I know, you did a great job, very detailed.
yeah, I added a little more for it.
So, unless there's questions,
Okay.
yeah, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the exact verbiage. Community block grant for Forgivable loan. I'd like to make a motion to approve the amount of $1,632.37. That was going to be, what's the word? Refunded.
Right.
So, make a motion to refund $1,632.37 to Mr. Amaral due to the prorating of his community development block grant.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
2 seconds. Further discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Bonneville? Yes. Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Ferrara?
Yes.
Mr. Lynn?
Yes.
Mr. Gerard?
Yes. That's fine.
We can omit D. Mr. Vadney answered every question I had.
Okay, thank you. New business. Discussion by council vote of other action on award of bid for appraisal of 3 properties. Vacant lot access to Pacheco Park. Town-owned vacant lot, Plat 9, lot 120, Milton Avenue. And town-owned playground plat, lot 3, St. Paul Street. Mr. Kravitz?
Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. At your request, we have 3 cost estimates really, but I only obtained the contracts for 2. Seeing they were so close, you can see Newport is at $1,750 with a 3-week turnaround, and Peter Scotty is at $1,800 with a 2-week turnaround. So it's really up to the council how you want to go with that.
We doing Bush too?
No.
The two that you mentioned was St. Paul.
Not Bushy, we're doing Milton Avenue.
Yeah,
Yes.
Milton's one of the 3.
Okay,
To be appraised.
Milton, St. Paul, and the property.
right.
You should have gotten my description, had all 3 properties in there. I put the
Yeah, it is, it's very
Okay.
detailed.
But Tom, did we know that, does the pot go all the way down to the water or not?
no.
So it's only about halfway, right?
Yeah.
That's a small parcel. I thought it went all the way to the water at one time.
So, looking at that today in preparation, there's actually a paved street that goes behind this lot, and then behind that, There's property that's owned by one of the Catholic Church dioceses. I'm not sure if it's Massachusetts or
There's a street back there.
A paper street, paper measure.
But Tom, is it a buildable lot, in your opinion,
Oh, yeah, the one up,
in the front?
yeah,
Okay,
Can you refer to the location? Which one?
St. Paul Street.
right.
Yeah, let's go down. I don't know if it does go down.
Yeah, well, as long as it's a buildable lot, you know, if it's not a buildable lot.
Worth it back. That's a dangerous place right there, that playground.
All right, so the question is, do we want 2 weeks to save
$50.
$50?
The question, may I pose it in a different manner?
Sure.
To Tom's experience, have you found, an appraisal is an appraisal, they're gonna follow guidelines. Do you have a preference on which one? I don't mean to put you on the spot,
No,
but both at the same time?
They're both good.
Would 1 week cause a big, get back to cousins, 1 week cause a big difference?
For you guys.
Yeah, why don't we do the Scotty?
There you go.
I would like to make a motion to retain Peter M. Scotty and Associates to get us the appraisal on the 3 properties we are looking at within the 2 weeks for the bid price of $1,800.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli? Yes. Mrs. McKee?
Yes.
Mrs. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mayor Kent?
Yes. Discussion by council vote or other action on a request to transfer funds from fiscal year 2018 town council donation account to current donation account. Concurrent.
It's the
Concert.
concert. The concert account.
What's the concert account?
The concerts out in the park.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
How's your voice today, Cindy?
see, I recognize it, but I said, obviously that's a mistake, I'm not gonna. Okay.
We get donations for the concerts, and we noticed last year the account had a deficit in it. It was going on for a couple of years, so I'm asking for the town council to approve for me to move over and request a transfer of $950 from New York Town Council donation account that has $2,500 in it at the moment to relieve this deficit, so when we go forward, I don't have to keep,
So we can continue to have concerts on the
so
common.
we can continue to have concerts.
Where you,
So as long as we don't overspend this year, so we won't be
No,
facing this
and
next year.
like I said, police keeps really good track of it, and it's been going on, it's about 3 years, it's been going on for 3 years, so just want to clear it up.
Mr. President, if my colleagues are ready, let me make a motion to transfer funds from 2018 to cover the deficit that is in the concert donation account,
Second that motion.
$950.
roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli? Yes. Mrs. McKee?
Yes.
Mrs. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mr. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad?
Yes. Discussion by council vote or other action on a request to set up sewer assessment fund.
Okay, the intent of this is to separate the sewer usage with the sewer assessment. Right now, the sewer usage is Fund 07. We are going to be setting up, with your permission, a sewer assessment Fund 08 to separate that and keep it more clean. Separate all the bond issuance and stuff into the assessment and usage into the usage account. So I'm asking permission from the council to set up that account going forward this fiscal year.
So moved, Mr. President.
second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli? Yes. Mr. McKee?
Yes.
Mrs. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mr. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad?
Yes. Okay, D, I think, is there anything, well, I'll bring it up. Discussion by council vote or other action on the Gold Property Forest, Plat 10, lots 24 and 218. And the Blair property, Plat 14, Plat 7, North Douglas Pike, 8, 105, and 254, Sarah Overlay Road. Does anybody, I know we just discussed this, does anybody have any public comments on this? Okay, move on. To E, discussion by council vote of other action on abatements.
Oh, that's me again.
Sorry?
That's me again, Sarah's not here. Basically, the explanations are there if you have any questions. I can answer them.
Wait, did I forget something?
Sorry. Excuse me. D, discussion? The council on the old property? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the discussion. I know I hear it.
This was something that was, I asked, this is something that we discussed just now, or what, a
We
couple
can't
hours.
even follow the agenda because half of it is dark and half of it's light. Take a look.
That's our
I didn't really,
Don't we have copies?
the paper copy for the gentleman?
Copy in the podium.
They just mentioned.
This is 20 feet away here.
Sarah, it's behind our back.
all right, getting back, I'm gonna move back up, but
It's right on
the reason that was on the agenda, there was something that we discussed. We had a long discussion about this in executive session. And it's on the agenda because if anybody wanted to make any public comments about it, it's not a public hearing, but if anybody on the council wanted to make public comments about that item, they're welcome to do it. And I asked, nobody had any comments, that's why I moved on. Is it,
I'm sorry, okay, I missed your asking
okay.
the members. I apologize for that again. I'm back pretty far on my hearing started.
No, it was, there was a thorough discussion in executive session, and nobody wanted to make any,
There's no public discussion about this.
not right now, no.
Should you make the appraisal public?
That would kind of put us not in a very good position, right, if we made the appraisal public at this time.
Okay, so I assume something's going to be
Yeah.
in the works with Mr. Gill.
Well, I hope so, but we have to get, I gotta get 3 people to agree, right? We got 3 people on the council who agree with that, but it's my hope. I know Mr. Kalinsky, so you need a third.
Thank you for the explanation.
Where were I?
Abatements.
E?
Abatements.
Okay, let's go back to abatements.
The explanations are all there, if you have any questions.
Mr. President, make a motion to accept the presented abatements. Credit in the amount of $7,513.16, and a debit of $889.62. That's a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. And finally, discussion by council vote on other action on fiscal year 2018 proposed items to committed town council reservations.
This is a list. This is a list, a potential list that I'm proposing items to be transferred to the reservations for usage in the future. They have explanations on each and every item. If you have any question on a particular item?
I don't. Cindy, PRISM is the organization that replaced all of our streetlights.
Yes.
So now we're looking at an additional, what, can you tell us what that additional expense would be? $26,235.
When we did an audit of our streetlights, I don't know who made the mistake, but there are more streetlights that have to be purchased and switched over. So I'm asking the council to transfer that money so we can
Okay,
finish
pretty
the
sure the
project.
PRISM was involved in that audit the last time?
Yes, it has
Okay.
something to do with the National Grid and them. I'm not sure who's this. The audit was done and they found more.
Okay. Probably more for Gary from an engineering point of view. The MS4 IDD investigation, $16K. Are you familiar with this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you
And
explain it?
been involved in it. The proposal that we had from our consultant was in excess of $50,000, based on a meeting that I arranged with DEM, and then revisiting the entire process with the consultant. We have reorganized the effort into some smaller steps, and this is the work that has to be done in the dry season, so it couldn't be done prior to the end of the fiscal year.
Can any of this be done in-house by Public Works? I mean, I think that's originally how we understood it to happen.
Much of the work has been done by Public Works to be able to document where the locations are. We have the equipment to establish the locations by GPS. But the sampling program is something that I believe we still need a consultant to do.
Okay.
And much of this involves laboratory analysis of samples that are taken in the field and then put back to the lab, then reports to DEM on the process.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Just a little question I have. Encumbered Apple iPhone repairs, three for police. We give police iPhones. We pay for their iPhones. I didn't get that. I was on the police.
Yes, they have iPhones, and what happened is,
We give them their iPhone? We pay for their iPhone?
well, it comes with the contract. They're usually free, but they didn't put them in auto boxes, so now we're gonna start buying them auto boxes, so we really dropped it, and the glass broke. And we don't have insurance on it, so the insurance is so expensive on Apple phones, on iPhones, so.
So is that to pay for the auto box?
It's to replace the glass, because it's an Apple product.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if you know about Apple products, but you have to replace Apple products with the Apple glass for it to work properly, so. And you have to bring it to the Apple store, it's usually
So
about.
it's in their contract that we supply them phones?
Excuse me, this is their own private Apple phone? We buy them Apple phones?
You don't buy them Apple phones, they're free. They come with the Verizon, with the AT&T
All right,
contract.
but that's a
We're
kind of a
repairing
point. I mean, it's
the phone.
irrelevant, right? So we're paying for something regarding their phones.
Yes.
Provide the
We
service.
provide the service.
For their phones.
They have cell phones, not every police officer, but detectives, yeah, the detectives, the captains, not every single officer has a phone.
And we don't pay for the covering, is that what it is?
They didn't have an auto box on them, so they dropped them.
And why don't we have one on?
I'm trying to get that.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, what doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense that we give them a phone.
We give them a phone and then we don't protect it, so we can pay for it to break. Like an officer might not have a scuffle and drop his phone.
No, it's just odd because I was on the state police for 25 years and they never paid for our phones and pay for your own phone.
Exactly.
There's a lot of giveaways.
Is that in the contract?
Yes.
I don't know the answer to that. It's
I mean, I guess
private
technically
factors
if
before I
you're
got
supposed
there.
to, if you're required to be on call, then, I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it as long as it's used for police business only.
Well,
You know,
I'm sure it
town-
is. I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it
Oh.
is too, come on.
But what's the big deal with the case?
I spoke to one of the captains and I suggested that we should talk about getting them all the auto boxes
Right.
to protect them.
Can they
because
buy their own case and
We
pay
can't buy
for
a
phone
case.
service?
Can we
It's our
make
property.
them?
It's our
Can
property,
we-
we should protect it.
I don't know if we can make
No,
them.
I'm gonna be honest with you, one drop and you already own a case, so
I
it's
can
good
tell you,
protection.
I've been using auto boxes from the inception, I've yet to have a crack or any problem.
What are they, $100?
Well worth it.
Are we really gonna have a fight over an auto box?
No.
Anyway, I didn't mean to
Could
bring
be-
this up,
could
I
be
was
a
just kind of
big
making
If
light
it
of
were
the fact
Beaver
that
box,
they
we
get
could-
phones, that's all. All right.
We don't pay for.
I was jealous.
AT&T
I'm
gives us
jealous.
that phone for free. We don't pay for the physical phone, we just pay for the service.
That cheap state group.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
we got a lot of discounts.
Okay. What about the IT equipment?
Did anybody else have anything else they wanted to bring up?